Folks, we live in a digital age, and seeing something beautiful, you feel like, you want to record it and share it with other people because, you have a camera or GoPro or whatever have you, and you're capable of recording it and keeping it for your memory or to share with other people. In the old days, if you saw something like that, you would have to actually stop and maybe draw it or paint it. But you don't have to do that anymore. You can actually just make a click of your button, your camera button or video button, and you record it. But that convenience, that level of convenience, somehow is frowned upon in TNT. Just imagine that you saw a nice park, a public park at that, huh? And you wanted to go and film maybe the tree, I'm saying film, but really record the tree or take a picture of the flower or bird or something, or just the park in general. And you are somehow stopped from doing that because they don't want nobody in the park. They don't want nobody filming anything. And when you're thinking, but wait a minute, this is a public area, I should be able to record it. But that's how it's becoming in Trinidad and Tobago. Everything that looks good, especially when it comes to nature, is somehow becoming restricted. The more beautiful it looks, the more people should be restricted from recording it. And that's very strange. And not just recording, sometimes you can't even access it physically. Almost like they want to make you pay a fee, or you must just watch from afar. So beauty in Trinidad is becoming something that is almost isolated to just a few people. They are gating it, they are privatizing it, they're putting a wall around it. Imagine once I went to the west, to the area of Chagaramas, and I was just about to get out of my vehicle with my camera just to record a quick scene by the small boats area, and immediately I was approached by a CDA police officer. The Chagaramas Development Authority have their own police force, and they approached me. They approached me in a friendly manner, but they basically told me, look, I can't record there. And they say, you can take in private shots, but if you have YouTube channel, if you have a magazine, if you have a newspaper, you have to get permission. And I was like thinking about when I grew up here as a kid, I didn't remember all of this. I just came. But now everything in Chagaramas is privatized. There are literal areas that I remember as a teenager, as a child. We would go and swim. Nobody disturbed us, nobody restricted us, but that's not the case anymore. Everything now in the country is restricted or privatized. Imagine they took a whole beachfront that was available to the public and privatized it so people could make money out of it. And if you want to go there, you can't. Or if you even want to see it, you have to pay or get permission. That's what the country is becoming like. And I find that really sad, because how else are people who are outside of Trinidad and Tobago going to know about the beauty of the country if there aren't people like JB's Man Cave or whomever else to record it and show it to them? As a kid, I remember going to see Juve's, to see Carnival, whatever. Having a camera in a hand was considered a normal thing by anybody. Now, it's restricted. That's right. If you have a newspaper, a magazine, a YouTube channel, whatever, and you want to record Carnival, you can't do that. You could be fined. Can you imagine that? I can't even show you all Carnival. Such a basic thing of the country. I would have to get permission or accreditation or whatever it is they require. And I don't even know what the fee is that. And then I would have other restrictions about its usage. And I find that kind of silly. These things help to promote the country, and yet still the country itself is working against itself to restrict videographers, photographers, and so forth. It's almost like they don't want that as a profession anymore. So anything related to beauty, to natural, Carnival, I wouldn't say it's natural, but it's a part of the culture. It's something that should be, recorded in some way. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. What do you all think about the new restrictions? I know you've seen from some of my videos where you couldn't go into certain areas because there was a wall, there was a gate. Well, let me tell you, it's not unique to just the residential areas anymore. It's even some of the public access areas, places that are beautiful, places that are nature and that you thought you could just go and see or take a picture. You can't do that anymore. You will always have this person approaching you saying you can't be here, you can't do that, and so forth. If we are going to get out of this stigma and make Trinidad and Tobago truly a tourist destination, we really need to change the way we think from the top go down. Imagine, I remember going abroad and people would ask, where are you from? And if I said Trinidad, they wouldn't say, oh yes, Trinidad and Tobago, yes, I know that. No, no, no. If I said Trinidad, they would say, oh, that's Jamaica, or oh, that's Barbados. Because you know why? People don't know Trinidad and Tobago, except for certain few things. Maybe soca, maybe Trinidad, maybe Carnival. But even those things you can't take and you can't record. So how will they know about Trinidad and Tobago? Tell me what you think about what I'm saying in JB's Man Cave comment area.